The Worksheet tool is designed to help students who have difficulty demonstrating their knowledge due to challenges with handwriting, written expression, or managing paper-based materials. Students can scan classroom worksheets and use speech-to-text or typing to complete their work directly within the app, then easily share their completed work with their teachers. To begin, tap the Worksheet button on the main menu. The button also has a document icon with a folded corner. This will open the main worksheet page. Students can add a worksheet in several ways. They can scan a worksheet, import a file stored on their device, or select a worksheet from their Photos library. To scan a worksheet, tap the Scan button. Position the worksheet inside the document viewer, making sure the blue boundaries line up with the edges of the page. Students can hold the device still and allow the app to automatically capture the worksheet, or they can take a picture manually and adjust the crop themselves. Once complete, the scanned worksheet will appear on the main worksheet screen. Below the worksheet is a scrollable menu containing the different tools that students can use to complete their work. Students can add text boxes and type or dictate responses, mark up the worksheet with their finger, use the fingerprint tool to quickly indicate answers, and use the text-to-speech tools to have written information on the worksheets read aloud. To add a text box, tap the green Add Text Box button, then tap the location on the worksheet where you would like the text box to appear. An orange frame will appear around the text box, and an additional text box menu will appear below the main scrollable menu. To move the text box, touch and hold the orange boundary. The boundary will change to a blue dashed line, indicating that the text box can now be moved. Keep your finger on the screen and slide the text box to the desired location on the worksheet. The text box does not automatically resize as more information is entered, so it is recommended that students resize the text box before typing or dictating a longer response. To resize the text box, touch and hold the green handle in the lower right corner of the text box, then drag it until the box is the desired size. If the text reaches the horizontal edge of the text box, it will automatically wrap onto a new line. If there is more text than can fit vertically inside the box, the text box will become scrollable. Resizing the text box will allow more of the response to remain visible on the worksheet. Students can dictate into the active text box at any time by tapping the microphone button in the menu and speaking their response. When you are finished dictating or typing, tap anywhere outside the text box to apply it to the page. To type a response, tap and hold inside the text box to open the device keyboard. Please note that tapping the microphone again after text has already been dictated will clear the current contents of the text box so that new information can be dictated. If this happens accidentally, scroll the bottom menu to find the undo and redo buttons, which can be used to restore previous text. The text box menu also includes several additional editing tools. A text size slider allows students to increase and decrease the size of their text. The speaker button will read the student's response aloud. They live in thick shrubs and forests on the islands such as Rotten Nest Island. These areas are good habitats because the snap on and off allows the app to look for lines on the worksheet and automatically snap the text to the nearest available line. On the far right of the menu, the trash can be used to delete the entire text box. The lock button locks the text box position and contents. This can be helpful when several text boxes are being added because it prevents completed text boxes from accidentally being moved or changed. When a text box is locked, the boundary will turn red to indicate that it has been locked. To unlock a locked text box, simply re-tap the lock button while the text box is selected. Tapping the markup tools opens a menu containing several options. Students can use the pencil tool to write or draw on a worksheet with their finger, the highlighter tool to highlight information, the line tool to create straight lines, the circle tool to circle information, and the eraser tool to remove markups from the page. Additional options allow students to customize color, thickness, and opacity of their markup. At the bottom of the markup menu, undo and redo buttons can be used to correct accidental changes. There is also a Clear All button that removes all markups from the worksheet. For students who benefit from a simpler interface, the Worksheet tool includes a fingerprint tool. Tap the fingerprint button and students can indicate responses simply by tapping the worksheet. This allows students to mark answers without needing to use other editing tools. The fingerprint marks can also be customized using options such as color and opacity, also in the markup menu. The Worksheet tool also includes several read-aloud features for students who have difficulty reading the information on the page. Tap the Tap OCR button and highlighted areas will appear over recognized text on the worksheet. Tap the highlighted line to have the app read that line aloud.
Read the passage about quokkas carefully, then answer the questions below.
Tap OCR reads one line at a time, which may not be the best option for a student that needs to hear a larger section of text. For longer sections, students can use the Drag Read button. Drag Read allows students to move their finger across the worksheet and select a larger body of text to be read aloud.
Read the passage.
If a large amount of text has been selected and the student wants the reading to stop, tap the Stop Reading button.
For short answer question.
Sometimes the bottom menu may cover a part of the worksheet. On the right-hand side of the menu is an arrow button. Tap the arrow to hide the menu and provide more space to view the worksheet. Tap it again when you are ready to bring the menu back. In the top right-hand corner of the screen is a button with 3 dots. Tap this button to access additional options. This is where the student would share a completed worksheet with their teachers. Completed worksheets can be shared by email, text message, AirDrop, or other third-party apps used by the student's school or district. Completed worksheets can be exported as either a JPEG or PDF file. If the worksheet is not finished, students can also save their work and return to it later. To access a saved worksheet, tap the Load Old Worksheet from this menu. Saved worksheets can also be accessed from the Worksheet tool's opening screen by tapping the purple Open Saved Worksheets button. To begin working on a completely different worksheet, tap the New Worksheet button. There is an additional highlight menu here that allows students to customize the highlighting that appears when using the Tap OCR feature. Next to the 3-dot button is a question mark icon. Tap the question mark to view simple, step-by-step visual instructions that can help students remember how to use the Worksheet tool. As an additional safeguard, if a student taps the back button before saving their worksheet, a prompt will appear reminding them that their worksheet has not been saved. The student can then choose to save the unfinished worksheet or continue and discard their changes. The Worksheet tool gives students multiple ways to access, complete, save, and share classroom worksheets, allowing them to choose the tools that best support their individual reading, writing, and paper management needs.